snakes on the planet can literally stand up and look a full-grown person in the eye. When confronted, they can lift up to a third of its body off the ground and still move forward to attack. Fortunately, king cobras are shy and will avoid humans whenever possible. It will also flare out its iconic hood and emit a hiss that sounds almost like a growling dog. King cobras can reach 18 feet in length, making them the longest of all venomous snakes. Their venom is not the most potent among venomous snakes, but the amount of neurotoxin they can deliver in a single bite, up to 0.2 of a fluid ounce, is enough to kill 20 people or even an elephant. King cobra venom affects the respiratory centers in the brain, causing respiratory arrest and cardiac failure. King cobras live mainly in the rainforests and plains of India, southern China, and Southeast Asia, and their coloring can vary greatly from region to region. They are comfortable in a variety of habitats, including forests, bamboo thickets, mangrove swamps, high-altitude grasslands, and in rivers. This species feeds mainly on other snakes, venomous and non-venomous. They will also eat lizards, eggs, and small mammals. They are the only snakes in the world that build nests for their eggs, which they guard ferociously until the hatchlings emerge. King cobras may be best known as the species of choice for the snake charmers of South Asia. Although cobras can hear, they are actually deaf to ambient noises, sensing ground vibrations instead. Snake charming is often a sad con game in which an exhausted cobra is put on the defensive, yet conditioned with pain not to strike the flutist, Smithsonian's National Zoo says. The International Union for Conservation of Nature has listed the king cobra as vulnerable to extinction. These snakes face a variety of threats stemming from human activities. Heavy deforestation in Southeast Asia has destroyed the habitats of many king cobras, while they are also harvested in large numbers for skin, food, and medicinal purposes. They are also collected for the international pet trade. King cobras are also persecuted by humans who fear their menacing reputation. The International Union for Conservation of Nature has listed the king cobra as vulnerable to extinction. These snakes face a variety of threats stemming from human activities. Heavy deforestation in Southeast Asia has destroyed the habitats of many king cobras, while they are also harvested in large numbers for skin, food, and medicinal purposes. They are also collected for the international pet trade. King cobras are also persecuted by humans who fear their menacing reputation. The Indian government implants microchips in captive king cobras to allow officials to identify any snakes that have newly been taken captive. Puff adder, Beauties aritans, large, extremely venomous snake species found in the semi-arid regions of sub-Saharan Africa and the western and southern coastal areas of the Arabian Peninsula. The species is named for its tendency to inflate its body with air and hiss loudly when threatened, in order to discourage predators from attacking it. Some 15 of the roughly 18 species classified in genus Beauties also engage in this behavior, and thus several sources refer to many of these as puff adders, including the Gabun viper, B. gabonica, and the rhinoceros viper, B. nasicornis. The puff adder is a fairly large, stocky snake. Although the largest adults can grow as long as 1.5 meters, 4.9 feet, most are rarely longer than 1 meter, 3.3 feet, and weigh between 4.5 and 6.8 kilograms, 9.9 and 15 pounds. The snake can be recognized by its dull-colored scales whose shades range from sandy tan to gray to dark brown and create yellowish U or V-shaped patterns on its back. Its concealing coloration helps to camouflage it against desert rocks, sand and dry twigs, and grasses. The scales on its underside are lighter colored than those on its back. The snake also possesses a flat, triangular head with fangs that can be as much as 5 centimeters, about 2 inches, long. The puff adder can kill with its venom, however, when hunting prey, which is largely rodents, other small mammals, lizards, frogs, and birds. The force of its bite when it strikes is often enough to kill its victim before its venom can take effect. Puff adders are preyed upon by larger predators, such as honey badgers, secretary birds, eagles, and other birds of prey. Saw-scaled viper, genus Echis, any of 8 species of small venomous snakes, family Viperidae, that inhabit arid regions and dry savannas north of the equator across Africa, Arabia, and southwestern Asia to India and Sri Lanka. They are characterized by a stout body with a pear-shaped head that is distinct from the neck, vertically elliptical pupils, rough and strongly keeled scales, and a short thin tail. On both sides of the body are several rows of obliquely arranged serrated scales. Adults range in length from 0.3 to 0.9 meter, 1 to 3 feet. Echis coloration includes various shades of brown, gray, or orange with darker dorsal blotches and lateral spots. Saw-scaled vipers move by sidewinding locomotion, see sidewinders. They are nocturnal, coming out at twilight to hunt for food, which includes mammals, birds, snakes, lizards, amphibians, and invertebrates such as scorpions and centipedes. Egg-laying species, producing up to 23 eggs per female, reside in northern Africa, whereas live-bearing species, such as E. carinatus, inhabit the Middle East and southern Asia. Saw-scaled vipers are small, but their irritability, aggressive nature, and lethal venom make them very dangerous. When alarmed, saw-scaled vipers will move slowly with the body looped into S-shaped folds. The oblique scales are rubbed against each other to produce a hissing sound, which is a defensive alarm used to warn potential predators. These snakes are, however, quick to strike, and mortality rates for those bitten are high. In the regions where they occur, it is believed that saw-scaled vipers are responsible for more human deaths. Rattlesnake. Any of 33 species of venomous New World vipers characterized by a segmented rattle at the tip of the tail that produces a buzzing sound when vibrated. Rattlesnakes are found from southern Canada to central Argentina, but are most abundant and diverse in the deserts of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. Adults usually vary in length from 0.5 to 2 meters, 1.6 to 6.6 feet, but some can grow to 2.5 meters, 8.2 feet. A few species are marked with transverse bands, but most rattlesnakes are blotched with dark diamonds, hexagons, or rhombuses on a lighter background, usually gray or light brown. Some are various shades of orange, pink, red, or green. The most common species in North America are the timber rattlesnake, Crotalus horridus, of the eastern United States, the prairie rattlesnake, C. viridis, of the western United States, and the eastern and western diamondbacks, C. adamantius and C. atrox. These are also the largest rattlers. 26 other species also belong to the genus Crotalus, including the small North American sidewinder, C. cerastes. The other 3 species belong to a more primitive genus, Cistrurus, which includes the North American Massasauga, S. catanatus, and pygmy rattler, S. miliarius. These rattlesnakes have 9 large scales on the upper surface of their heads. Rattlesnakes are not aggressive and will not attack humans if unprovoked. In fact, they are quite shy and timid.